To show our viewers now what different countries did. A report from virtually all across the world where we show you how life is after the lockdown has started easing, which gives us some sense of how other nations are dealing with the same situation.
7 weeks after it went into a complete lockdown, Italy, one of the most coronavirus-infected countries in the world, has unveiled its plans for easing of restrictions. Italy's full lockdown is set to end on 3rd May, but people's movement will still be restricted, with schools likely to remain shut till September. The Italian Prime Minister has already given the go-ahead for professional sports teams to start training again in May. Majority of Italy's industry, including factories that are geared towards exports and public construction projects, will restart from May 4, a day after the lockdown expires.
More, we plan to reopen with all due precautions also on May 18th. Museums, exhibitions and libraries, as well as training for team sports. Then June the 18th, we anticipate, is the date for... June the 1st is the date when we would like to open bars, restaurants, beauty salons and massage centres, so all activities related to self-care.
Britain, which was slower than countries in Europe to announce a lockdown, is also outlining plans for easing curbs. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, who's back at 10 Downing Street after recovering from coronavirus, has warned that tough decisions will have to be taken.
I can see the long-term consequences of lockdown as clearly as anyone. And so, yes, I entirely share your urgency. It's the government's urgency. And yet we must also recognise the risk of a second spike, the risk of losing control of that virus and letting the reproduction rate go back over 1.
New Zealand's cafes and restaurants are also preparing to reopen for takeaway meals for the first time in more than a month, as the country begins to ease its way out of a strict lockdown that successfully slowed the spread of the coronavirus. Around 4 lakh people will return to work on Tuesday after the country shifts its alert level down a notch at midnight on Monday.
Of course, the ambition we all have is to confidently reach the position where we can bring back the social contact that we all miss. But to do it confidently, we need to move slowly and we need to move cautiously. We must make sure that we do not let the virus run away on us again and cause a new wave of cases and deaths.
In the coronavirus epicenter of Wuhan, China, life is slowly returning to normal after the 76-day lockdown was lifted. While travel curbs have been eased, prevention measures such as wearing masks and temperature checks are still in place. As the world continues to fight the spread of COVID-19, it's also battling another big dilemma: whether to continue to be completely shut down, the economic ramifications of which will be huge, or to slowly get back to normal. Bureau Report, India Today.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kanwal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.